الحمد لله ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We thank Allah Azza wa Jal for granting us the opportunity to be able to start or begin this our journey of study in His name, and may Allah Azza wa Jal let us acquire knowledge, beneficial knowledge, and the understanding of the deen. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant us all the ability and the capability to be able to learn the religion. Brothers and sisters in Iman, our subject is Tawheed, and the book being prescribed for the subject is أصول الثلاثة وأدلتها. This book is being written by a sheikh called Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab bin Sulaiman at-Tamimi. This is the writer of the book, that is أصول الثلاثة. Before we get into the book, our topic as a whole is what? Tawheed, or our subject is Tawheed. And to talk about Tawheed or to learn about Tawheed in any other source, we must know the meaning of Tawheed. تعريف التوحيد, meaning of Tawheed, لغة واصطلاحا, linguistically and what? Terminologically. So this Tawheed, لغة, it is being stated that masdar wahada, masdar wahada, and this particular masdar is what? يوحد توحيدا أي جعل شيء واحدا, making something one or making something single, meaning there is nothing like that person. It is the only thing, the only, nothing like it. That is what the meaning of Tawheed linguistically. So singling out Allah, or it is a single source that unifies in a what? A single way, meaning making a thing one, making something one. The monotheism can only be what? Achieved through what? Through making Allah Azza wa Jal one. If you claim that you are a monotheist, or you are a person who believes that Allah is one, but also believe that Allah can also be two or can also be three, you understand, in Trinity or so on or so forth, if you also believe it, then your belief that Allah, or your belief in God, monotheism, or believing that Allah is only one, is what? Is in vain, because you are contradicting your own belief. Unlike the Christians, they believe in what? They believe in the Trinity and so on and so forth. And Allah made it clear in the Quran that وَلَا تَقُولُوا ثَلَاثَةً. And we shouldn't say Trinity. No, Allah is Trinity. Allah is never Trinity. So this is the meaning of what? Tawheed linguistically. And it continues by explaining the meaning linguistically by saying that التوحيد لا يكون إلا بنفي وإثبات. لا يكون إلا بنفي وإثبات. And this particular nephew and the isbat, that is what? Denial, or let me say negation. You cannot single out Allah alone without negating. At first you have to negate or nullify something, and then you now come and do what? You now come and what? Affirm or do affirmation to it. So how do we what? How do we deny? As we can all see, for example, La ilaha, that is what? Nafi. La ilaha is nafi. So this La ilaha, you are denying that there is no what? There is no God. You are denying there is no God. So like if you are stopped there is no God, meaning you have become an atheist. An atheist is a person who don't believe that there is a what? A divine creature who is looking above the world, or who is controlling everything that is going on, or who created everything in the world. So if you say La ilaha nafiyun, meaning you are an atheist, because that's only their belief. But to become a Muslim, then you have to come with what? with the ithbat, the affirmation, and this affirmation is what we call what? Illallah. Illallah, meaning that La ma'bud bihaqqin illallah. Then there is no creator or there is no what? Worship, anything, deity of being worshipped or worthy of being worshipped except Allah. Now you have become a Muslim. So linguistically, you cannot define Tawheed or monotheism cannot happen or it cannot occur unless in two what? Two conditions. Two conditions. That is what? Denial and what? Affirmation. So La ilaha illallah will complete what? The monotheism. May Allah grant us beneficial knowledge and the understanding of the deen. And when we move back to istilahan, meaning of it istilahan, when they say istilahan, meaning shar'an, meaning the meaning of tawheed according to the Islamic what? Way of defining it. You understand? So Islamically, that is the terminological. The terminological what? Definition of what? Tawheed. It is stated that huwa ifradullah subhanahu بما يختص به من الربوبية والألوهية والأسماء والصفات. This means that it is singling out God, glory be to him, with what? With a specific or in a specific way to him of divinity, meaning there is no divine creator or divine creature in the whole entire universe except Allah. There is no one above the rules except Allah. He is the only person above the rules. You understand? So meaning he is the only divine creature. So that is singling out Allah in what? Rububiyyah. That is what? In divinity. And again, uluhiyya, holiness, meaning he is holy. You understand? He is holy, and anything that comes from him is also holy. So everything about God is holy. So you have to believe that Allah Azza wa Jal is holy. That is the definition of what? Of Tawheed in istilahan, terminologically. That is uluhiyya. And again we have what? Wal asma'i was sifat, and also you have to what? Single out Allah in what? In names. Meaning you have to know that this is my Lord. This is what I'm going to call him. This is the appropriate name to call him. You understand? You cannot just decide to call your God certain thing or certain no Lata wal Uzza. No, you will not do that, because Allah himself, he gave us the names that we should call him, the prescribed names. And what? Those are the names and what? His attributes. Was sifat, his attributes. So Allah Azza wa Jalla is having attributes. He's having attributes, and his attributes are not like the attributes of what? Human beings. So if you therefore say that God can go to the bathroom, then that makes him that disqualifies him to be God. He cannot be God while going to the bathroom. He cannot be God while sleeping, and who will be controlling the universe. He cannot be God if he can die. You understand? So this is what we call uluhiyya, rububiyya, asma'i wa sifat. And again, the tawheed monotheism, it is being what? Stated in the Quran. Dalil qawluhu ta'ala. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. That is from Surah Al-Ikhlas. Allah is saying to Prophet Muhammad, say, O Muhammad, huwa Allah. He is what? Allah, ahadun, the only one. Meaning he have no partner. And he continued by saying that Allahu Samad lam yalid, that they have not given birth to him, walam yulad, and he have not given birth to anything, meaning Allah have not, they didn't begot Allah, and Allah didn't begot a son, meaning no one can what? Begot Allah, or no another Allah begotten a son, meaning he don't have a biological child. He was not married. He never married Mary, or he never impregnated Mary. No. All those kind of what? Beliefs are what? Fabricated. These are not Allah, the attributes of Allah. وَمَا يَنْبَغِي لِلرَّحْمَنِ أَنْ يَتَّخِذَ لَهُ وَلَدًا. It doesn't befit the majesty of Allah to what? To take a child, or to what? To give birth to a child, or what? To begot a son or a daughter or any other kind. So this is one of what? The qualities of Allah, making sure that Allah is what? Worthy of being worshipped, and what? and let me say free from what, let me free from all what doubt and thoughts or bad what habits. Allah Azza wa Jal is holy. And again it is stated in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, Quran chapter 163. It is being stated chapter, that Quran chapter 2 verse 163 rather, excuse me, that wa ilahukum ilahun wahid. Allah himself is saying that your Lord is what, one Lord. He is one God alone. He has no partner. La ilaha illahu. There is no one deity or be worshipped, or there is no God either than him or beside him. He is not two, or he's not two in one, or three in one, or four in one, or so on and so forth. No, he is only one. You understand? Who are Rahman, that he is the most gracious, or Rahim, and what, he is what, the most merciful. Who are Rahman or Rahim, the most gracious and the most what, merciful. And it is being stated again under the what, the introduction of this Tawheed. We have types of Tawheed. Tawheed is being splitted into what? Three particular types. Tawheed, or three particular sections. You understand? Aqsamu Tawheed. Sections of Tawheed. And it is being splitted into three. And some of the ulama said no, more than three. But the most authentic of all is three. Which are what? Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. Singling out Allah. What? In divinity. Rububiyyah. Singling him out in divinity, meaning he is the only divine creature. Believing that Allah, he is the only divine creature. That is what Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. I hope we are writing those things down because they are very, very important. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. And we have what? Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah. That is the holiness of Allah Azza wa Jal, or the loneliness of Allah Azza wa Jal, meaning he is the only one. No one, laysa kamithlihi shay. No one is beside him, or there is no one like him, or he has no what? Partners. Naam. And it continued by saying that what Tawheed al-Asma'i was Sifat. Again, Tawheed, monotheism, or singling out Allah in names, specific names, Asma'ullah al-Husna, specific names and what? Glorious names and beautiful names of Allah Azza wa Jal and his attributes. You understand? And we shall explain each and every one in what? Into detail. Allah Azza wa Jal made mention in the Quran under what? The Rububiyyah. That is what? The divinity of Allah Azza wa Jal. This definition of the divinity, it is been stated that huwa al-i'tiqad bi anna Allah huwa khaliqul kawn. That it is a belief that God is the creator of the divinity or the universe, or he is the creator of the universe or the world, and the provider. And again, provider wa raziq lil ibad. He is the provider of what? His servants, and he's what? Wal mudabbir li shu'unihim, and he is the one who manage their what? Their affairs. Wal what? Wal mutasarrif fi ahwalihim, and he is the one who what? Deposes of what? Their conditions. It is Allah who control our condition. It is Allah who decides that, oh, you will succeed. It is Allah who decides that, oh, this person will not succeed. Yeah, it is Allah Azza wa Jal. So this is what? The Rububiyyah, the divinity of Allah, meaning he is in control of everything. No one is in control other than Allah Azza wa Jal, and no one helps him in power. No. And he doesn't seek power from anybody, nor does he seek any permission or guarantee from anybody. Again, it is being stated about the what? The Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. Allah is stating in the Quran, that is Quran Surah Al-Ankabut, Quran Ankabut verse 63. It is stated that وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُمْ مَنْ نَزَّلَ ولئن سألتهم من نزل من السماء ماء فأحيا به الأرض من بعد موتها ليقولن الله قل الحمد لله بل أكثرهم لا يعقلون. That, and when they ask them who sent down water, who sent down water from the skies and what revives the earth after its death, meaning when the land is being dried and all plants are dried, that is in what? In summer. Yeah, that is in summer. And so when the summer comes and all the plants and things they are dying off, who is the one who will send down rain, meaning who will send down what we call winter, for them to revive again? Who? La yaqulun Allah. That they will say that it is Allah. and Allah alone, none but Allah Azza wa Jal. So people nowadays are saying that they can what? That they can cause the rain to fall. No, these things are all lies. They are all lies. We have something that we call ilmun nujum. People say that astronomy, people the study of stars, they are able to learn what the stars, people the weather forecast, people who have the knowledge of the stars, knowing that, oh, when the clouds are this way, oh, then it can rain or it might rain. Highly probability that it will rain when the stars appeared, or when this kind of star or when this kind of thing appeared in the skies, meaning they have the knowledge of it. So these people, they have this kind of knowledge, and they use that knowledge to what? To delude people by saying that they have magic or what? Spiritual powers or spiritual capability to be able to make rain to fall. These are all what? These are all fabricated things. No one can make rain to fall, neither can anybody stop rain from what? Falling. It is only Allah who can do that. And again, when we move to what? Tawheed al-uluhiyya. Tawheed al-uluhiyya, it is what? Huwa ifradullah bil-ibad. إفراد الله بالعباد وأنه مستحق لها وحده لا سواه وهو التوحيد. It is what? The tawheed, that إفراد الله بالعباد, it is what? The singling out of Allah in worship. That is uluhiyya, singling out Allah in worship. And what? And that He is alone. No one is worthy of being worshipped, only Allah Azza wa Jal, and no one else. And again, it is the what? This kind of tawheed, the uluhiyya, the monotheism, or let me say singling out Allah alone. This one, it is the tawheed that Allah sent to all His messengers to their people. An example from the Quran, قوله تعالى, Allah Azza wa Jal made mention in Surah Al-Isra, verse 23, it is being stated that وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ, that Allah your Lord have decreed that you should not worship none but Him alone. Don't associate anything with Him. Again, it is stated in Surah An-Nisa, that is verse 36, that Allah said وَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا, that we should worship Allah and do not what? Associate anything with Allah. This was the message of Prophet Muhammad. This was the message of Prophet Ibrahim. This was the message of Isa. This was the message of Musa. This was the message of Yaqub, Yunus, Yusuf, and all the messengers who came. They were all what? Conveying the same message. Don't worship anything with Allah. He is Allah and Allah alone. And again, it is being stated that the section of Tawheed, that is Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat, meaning singling out Allah in His name and in names and what? And attributes, meaning there are specific names for Allah and specific attributes for Allah. Either than that, those people who have either than those particular specifics, they are not what? God. They are rather the servants of Allah. And these are that who are this asma wa sifat. It is ifradullah bi asma'ihi al-husna duna ghayrihi. فالله هو الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس وما سواه هم عباد الرحمن وعباد الرحيم. It is being stated that monotheism of the name of Allah Azza wa Jal, singling out from name Allah Azza wa Jal from names and attributes, that it is the single out of God from His beautiful or most beautiful names to what? To exclusion. He is the only person that can what? That can, the names are befitting to Allah Azza wa Jal alone. No one can be able to what? To have those kind of what? Abilities. It is only Allah Azza wa Jal. And what? Anything else, that God is the most gracious, God is the most merciful, and God is the king. So any other person or all other things other than God are but what? Are but the servants of Allah. When you see someone, they will call someone Rahim. It's wrong. He's supposed to be Abdul Rahim. If you call someone Rahim, that is bid'ah. You are doing shirk, meaning you are trying to say that He is God, and that is not God. He is just bearing the name of God. That is the reason why you are supposed to attach to it Abdullah, the servant of Allah; Abdul Rahim, the servant of the most merciful; Abdul Rahman, the servant of the most gracious. I hope this is clear. So let us what? Let us be aware of the way we call our children or the way we name our children. You see someone who named the child Allah, Allahu. It is wrong. No, Abdullah is the what? Is the appropriate way to do that. And again, it is being stated that ويترتب على ذلك أيضا تنزيه عن صفات البشر الضعفاء. That again, these particular things are also being what they are also what result of him being what above of all what attributes that human beings have. He is above of all our attributes. Human beings, we have attributes. Allah Azza wa Jalla is having attributes. So Allah is above our attributes, which are what? Being what? Helpless. Being helpless. Allah can never be helpless because He is the divine creature. He is the creator of everything, the controller, the ruler. How can He be helpless? No, He cannot be helpless. And again, Allah Azza wa Jalla, He cannot what? Fall asleep. No. He can't. He can't fall asleep. So if your Lord is sleeping, then that is not Allah. That is certain thing. No, that is not God. You understand? So people who are saying that Jesus Christ was God or claimed divinity, when we go back to their scriptures, it is being stated that Jesus Christ, He ate food. Jesus Christ, He entered in the bathroom. Jesus Christ, He himself, that it came to a time that He didn't know that there was a fruit in a tree and He was going to eat from that tree. And He reached there and finally realized that there was no fruit. How can God not know? These are the things that shows that He wasn't God. You understand? God can never not know. God can never fall asleep. And who will control the universe? God cannot die. If He dies, and who will control us? Who will control the movement of the air? We are what? We are inhaling carbon dioxide and exhaling oxygen, or what? The scientists will tell us that there are two types of air. We are inhaling what and exhaling what. If you make mistakenly inhale one, you will cause yourself that. It is God who is separating that automatically. This is what for you to inhale, and this is for you to exhale. So if you mistakenly miss them and inhale the wrong one, won't you die? But who is in control of that? It is God. And this kind of Lord, when He dies or when He falls asleep, who will control that? You understand? So these are the things that Allah cannot do. So when they say that inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir, people will say that that God can do everything, then meaning God can also die. No, this is a what? It is what? A tafsir zur, meaning this tafsir, or let me say shadha, tafsir shadha. This tafsir is not being there, is not what recognized, and it is a fabricated tafsir, wrong tafsir. You cannot say that God can die because the Quran said inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. When they say inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir, there are certain things. We have what? Kullu min ba'd wa kullu min kull. We have what? All from all and all from some. When they say that kul, this person, that this person can do this, there are certain things that he cannot do. There are what? There are a galaxy of things which he can do, and another form of galaxy of things that he cannot do. Allah Azza wa Jal, He is what? He is the creator of the universe. He is the controller of everything. He is what? The ruler of everything, and He have what? He have power, and He have the ability to do everything which human beings cannot do. But what we are doing, it is Allah who made us to be able to do it, but they are what? They are below what? The majesty of Allah. He will not be able to do that, because if He does that, then He is disqualified not to be God again. So Allah Azza wa Jal, He cannot die, He cannot go to the bathroom, He cannot drink water, because He's the one who created the water. He doesn't feel angry or hungry. You understand? He doesn't feel hungry, or emotions never clouds the judgment of Allah. You understand? So He is God. That is the meaning of God. But if your God fails to have this kind of attributes or characters, then He is not God. And again, it is being stated in the Quran. That is Quran chapter 2, verse 255, that Allah Azza wa Jal made mention that الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يعوضه حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. This is what we call Ayatul Kursi. This ayah in the Quran, it is clarifying to us that Allah Azza wa Jal, there are certain things that He cannot do. There are certain things that Allah, it doesn't befit the majesty of Allah that He should do it. No. It have gone what? It have gone below the capabilities of Allah. Below, if Allah does, no. The rank of Allah is above that. That is what? Allahu la ilaha illahu. That Allah, there is no one that of being worshipped except Him. La ilaha illahu. La ta'khudhuhu sinatun wala nawm. La ta'khudhuhu sinatun wala nawm. Meaning Allah, He is everlasting and He does not what? He does not take any drownness. Me understand? Let me say a person who falls asleep, you understand? Or you yawn, you understand? Or let me just say you doze off. Allah doesn't doze off. No, He doesn't do that. Wala nawm, nor does He sleep. Lahu ma fi samawati wa ma fi. He is the controller and He is what? The ruler of what is in the heavens and the earth. You understand? And Allah Azza wa Jal, He cannot die. You understand? He cannot give birth to children. And I think this is what? The muqaddimah, the introduction to our lecture. And inshallah, our next lecture will be about the book. As we made it clear, the book is what? الأصول الثلاثة وأدلتها. By what? An Imam Shaykh called Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab bin Sulaiman at-Tamimi. May Allah grant us beneficial knowledge and the understanding of the deen, and may Allah grant us more and more in our life to be able to follow the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.